Hello, welcome back to Sean's Eye View. This week we are in the Ratchaprasong district of Bangkok, which is where Central World and other large shopping centres are. I shall take you on a walk around the neighbourhood, show you some of the highlights. So we start near the Moxie Bangkok Hotel, a hotel which I featured in a video last week. And as you can see, there is a large skywalk that runs from the BTS through the malls all the way up to the end of the road. So this is SuperRich, which is an awesome name for a currency exchange business. They have branches all over the city. I just love the name. And then we head up towards the canal. There you can see the Novotel on top of the Platinum Mall, and in the distance the Bayak Tower, one of the largest buildings in Bangkok. Sorry, one of the tallest buildings in Bangkok. So this is the Pratunam Pier, which is where the Sunset Canal intersects with the main road, and this is actually a canal bus stop. I'll head down here in a second and you'll see. The canal runs from the old town over on the left all the way through to the new part of Sukhumvit area of Bangkok. This is quite popular for people who commute to work. So here comes the canal boat now. As you can see, the water is certainly not the cleanest part of Bangkok, and the plastic sheets on the side are to stop splashes hitting you in the face as you ride along. I've been on this canal once. It was good fun. Not part of my regular commute to work or tourist trips though. So back at the Pratunam Junction, and you can see it's a mix of old buildings and the Palladium Centre there, another mall with a hotel and apartments. And here's Platinum. So Platinum Mall is on just next to the canal at the end of the walkway, and basically it is a large multi-storey hub for fashion clothes of all types. You can see it's just like going to Chatuchak Market, if you know that, but indoors with air conditioning makes it slightly more attractive. And you can see it's busy, there's an awful lot, and there's a lot to negotiate and haggle on. And yeah, there's even a few places that do things in my size. You have to seek them out though. So after running the gauntlet of all those shops inside Platinum, it's time to step outside and return along the walkway towards the BTS. And you can see there's the canal, and there's a new park next door, and then beyond that is Central World. So our walk, or Ratchaprasong walk, is the walkway. It's signposted all the way from the Chitlom BTS station. That means you can get there from the BTS through the malls along the walkway into Platinum without ever touching the ground. So I said this was a new park, but it's only opened recently. It was actually built and cultivated several years ago, but it never opened because there was a family living in their house, possibly squatting, right in the middle, until they were evicted quite recently. So yeah, a nice bit of green landscaping in what is quite a concrete part of town. So opposite Central World is Big C, which is very popular with tourists. I'll show you why when we head inside. It's a large supermarket and mini mall. And this is it, the snack department. I have seen people leave here with suitcases full of dried mangoes and durian and all the other rich fruits and nuts and various snacks you can get in Thailand. Very popular across Asia. So back on the walkway with Central World across to your right, you carry on down and you come to the Gaysorn complex, which is recently built and renovated and is slightly more high-end retail. I'll take you through some of the spots inside. Starting off with Burger Lobster, first branch in Thailand, conveniently right outside next to the BTS station. This is Coffee Academics, one of our favourite coffee chains. Again, a little bit pricey, but the quality and the ingredients they use are amazing. And this is Hei Yin, where a friend took us for excellent Cantonese dim sum. Haven't been back, look forward to returning. And then this is La Franche, which is a custom belt shop. You pick the belts you want, you choose the buckle, they measure you, they make it on the spot for you. It was recommended to a friend on TikTok and I recommend it now. I've got one from here personally. And at the end of the street, right next to the BTS line, very near the station, is Sean's favourite shop in the whole of Thailand, The Temple, the Apple Store. So let's head up the left side of the street now and explore more of Central World, which is a large mall anchored around a large branch of the Central department store chain. Outside there is a Christmas themed food and drink stall. So you can see I recorded this in early January. And here's some durian. Fresh, not in a pack. And being a large building, it has a large spirit house and shrine. In fact, there are two. And of course, being in Thailand, you have Shake Shack and the Cheesecake Factory. Both were incredibly popular when they opened, less busy now, unlike Pop Mart, which as you can see has a queuing system outside for basically what is plastic gonks and collectibles. So Central World is not a new mall, it's been through various iterations over the years. In fact, I actually came here shopping in possibly 1998, way back when my first visit to Thailand. But if you're in Thailand and you want somewhere to go indoors that's air conditioned and not raining, it's a very good mall. There's lots of stores, coffee shops, and there must be at least 100 different places to eat and drink, as well as the usual banks, telephone shops, currency exchanges and the like. Really recommend it for one of those grey days. So back outside here, just a quick look. You can see the BTS line right down the end and the walkway coming through Gaysorn, along past Big C, the Moxie Hotel, across connecting to Central World and then down to Platinum Mall. Definitely recommend if you want a shopping afternoon in Bangkok, but don't come by car. As you can see, the traffic gets pretty lousy. Come by BTS and walk. Said I recorded this back in January. Since then we've had the earthquake late March and I'm editing this in early April. So none of the buildings have closed. Everything has been inspected. It's perfectly safe to come back to Bangkok, visit the hotels and the malls. and life here has returned to normal. Thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And please, here are some recommendations on something else you might like to watch. And please do like, subscribe, share and comment. We'd like to hear from you all. See you again next week. Bye bye.